Hey y'all. I can't say good morning, because it's definitely not morning. It is night. Listen, y'all. It is so cold up here. I am at work. Y'all know I'm always at work. It's like, what else I'm gonna be doing, right? Listen, I have some HIV story time for y'all. This is gonna be really, really good. Really good. But listen, could y'all please like and subscribe to this channel? It's very, very important. I'm study seeing it's so many people, not so many people, because I only have like almost 1,300 subscribers. But out of the people that's watching, none of them are subscribed to me. I'm telling y'all, like, it's saying like 68% of people that watch my videos is not subscribed to me, and they're coming from Facebook. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm trying. Y'all. I'm trying here. So definitely give me some ideas about videos to do, or what do y'all think I should switch up. Um, Definitely let me know. But listen, if I stop this video, it's because somebody walked in here, or I either stopped the video because somebody walked in here, or my camera just went off, because that's just happening lately. But listen, my daughter made 17 today. Christmas Eve. I have a Christmas Eve baby. 17 years ago, I had her on Christmas Eve, y'all. Weird, right? Christmas Eve, baby. But listen, 2 months before she was born, was it 2 months? Maybe almost 2 months before, I was diagnosed. Sure, I gotta stop now. Just gotta stop. So, a couple of months before she was born, I was diagnosed with HIV. Right, that was the first time I found out. Like, that was the first initial contact that I had with finding out I was HIV positive when I was pregnant with her. So from the time I found out to the time she was born, I had to take medicine. I think it was called AZT back then. Uh, I had to take pills. I had pills to take. I took them, I think, every 8 hours or twice a day. I'm not mistaken. I can't even remember. I think it was twice a day. I took the pills. Um, I don't remember feeling no type of way. It's so crazy, because after 17 years, I'm still learning so much about when I first was diagnosed. It's weird. I'm telling y'all, when stuff happen in your life, you really suppress so much of your emotions that you really don't understand what you be going through. Because one minute I say I felt like this, and as I dig deeper and deeper into what I experienced, I'm learning I was feeling a whole lot of different ways. But as of today, listen, I can't fully remember how I felt, but I know that my main focus was making sure that my baby was okay. So I did take the medication and stuff, and they had told me that when I delivered her, that I needed to. Maybe that's why I can't get people to watch my videos, because I'm always yearning. It's stupid, but so they told me that I would have to get AZT ran through the IV while I was in labor. So the plan was to induce my labor, so that I can be. So yeah, that was the plan, for him to induce my labor January the 6th, so that I can be on the IV at least 24 hours before I had the baby. But that wasn't happening. She wanted to come before then. So I went in labor. How did I go in labor? Actually, I went to the doctor. I was going twice a week because I was high risk, right? So I was high risk. I was going to the doctor twice. And along with me going, I got a cold, y'all. Along with me going to the doctor twice a week, they would check my numbers, and I think my water had bust. It had broke. No, they check you to see it, whatever. My water had broke. I was leaking like a Puerto Rican. So they sent me over to Mother and Baby. So they had already said that if anybody came up to the hospital, they wouldn't know what was running the IV. So they had it covered. They had the ACT thing, the bag covered. And I just was laying there. Listen, I was scared. Yeah, I was scared. I was scared. This is my first child. This was my second child. My first child, it really wasn't I had no complications with him or whatever. I cried after I had him, just to realize that I had to care for another human being. That was weird to me. So now here I go with baby number 2. I'm newly HIV diagnosed. I don't really know what that means. And I'm laying in the hospital about to have a baby. And I'm in the worst pain of my life. And I'm so, I know, it's all still coming to me, but I know that I was not really concerned in that moment about her being positive. I wasn't really like, oh my God, she's going to be positive. Oh my God, she's going to be sick. I wasn't. I just wanted to make sure she was okay. You kind of get what I'm saying? Sounds weird. I didn't think she was going to be HIV positive. But in my mind, I wanted her to be okay. So I guess I probably separated the two. So I just kept saying, I want my baby to be okay. So when I had her, I pushed her out. And I pushed her out. And when she came out, they took her over. It took her over to the side, and then I heard her cry. And yeah, no, it was like this way. So I'm in the bed, and they took her out. They took her out of me, and then they took her around that way. And I didn't look. I just was in a daze. And then they took her out of the room. They took her away. No, matter of fact, they didn't take her away. They didn't. No, they didn't. They took her over there, and they did all this stuff. They had to take the tests. They had to do all the stuff that they do or whatever. And then a few minutes later, they gave me her. And I just looked at her. Just looked at her. No thought. Weird. It's just so weird to me to even go back to the day. And it's the first time I ever went back to the actual day of having my first child, not knowing if that child was going to be HIV positive or not. Weird. But praise be to God, y'all, because I swear, I'm so serious. Listen, thinking back on the day, I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared out of my mind, oh my God, my baby got HIV. No. I never was. God, I'm just learning how strong I am, because telling these stories and writing these books is really showing me so much about myself that I really didn't know or really didn't pay attention to. I've always been a strong person. God has always given me strength before I even knew what strength was, because just thinking about the experiences of having a baby, not knowing if the baby's going to be positive or not, and not one time saying my baby's going to be positive. Instead, I substituted what I just want my baby to be okay. And for me knowing me, what I meant was, even if she HIV positive, I just want her to be okay. And that's why I never thought about if she gonna have it or not, because I had already had it and I knew I was gonna be okay. So I wanted to make sure that she was gonna be okay, either way, if she had it or not. And I'm learning that right now as I'm doing this video. I wasn't concerned if she had it or not. I just want her to be okay, right? Weird. That's just powerful, right? So they took her first test and they gave me my baby, and then, the regular stuff that happened, and then they take me over to the room and all that. And I didn't really like her. I didn't like her. Okay, listen. It's not that I didn't like her. I was going through so much, and she was just crying when she was little. She'd be crying and crying. I would give it to my mama. It wasn't until she was 6 months that I really, it wasn't until about 6 months that I really digested that I really just had a baby. I really had a baby. Not saying I didn't listen. I'm not saying I did not love my baby. I'm not saying that that I detached from mothering, because I did. But I was so numb that I didn't even really understand that I have a baby, right? And I understand right now why I did that and what happened. It took 6 months to find out if she was positive or not. So the first test came back negative. Then I had to take her again. She took that test. It was negative. Third test, negative, right? Those 6 months was probably the worst 6 months of my life. If I had to go back and think back then, that would be the worst 6 months of my life, because I numbed out. And like I said, I just wanted her to be okay. So I never attached me with HIV, and damn sure didn't attach my child with it. It wasn't happening at all. So I was just living a regular life. And this is why I say CNA is being a CNA means so much to me, because it was my escape. That was during the time when I had that baby. I just had her. And a couple of months later, I think I had went to my CNA class when she was like 3 months. There was my escape from my reality of what was really going on. You know what I mean? Thinking back on it, I wasn't even concerned about anything. I was, see, I was study covering stuff up. I numbed out. I took care of her, though. Fed her, changed her. She slept in the bed with me. I played with her, everything. I was being a mother. But I still mentally was numb. I was numb to mothering because I wasn't sure if she had it or not. And it's weird to think about it, because if I say I just wanted her to be okay, what was I waiting on to be okay with that? I guess to figure out if it is or if it ain't, and then I would have been okay. I really honestly don't know, right? So after that, I lived like it was regular. And I had more kids. I'm saying all this to say, y'all, HIV has really never been a problem in my life. That's all I could think about, because I didn't go through stages of crying during this time, being scared, being nervous at all. I just did what I was supposed to do to make sure that she was okay. And that has always been my number one thing with me being HIV positive, or even my kids, thinking that my kids, never thought that my kids would, but just, I guess I detached from the word HIV and to just say I want them to be okay and I want us to be okay. Maybe that's what I did. But that has always been my thing. I wanted us to be okay. And listen, y'all, we are okay. I've had 2 more kids since then. I took all of the medicine. The kids took the medicine. The kids are fine. I just always wanted us to be okay. And listen, my kids are okay. So when you think of somebody being HIV positive, you're thinking they have kids, or they having kids, and their kids having? No, my kids do not have HIV. My daughter made 17 today, and I just looked at her and was like, God, won't he do it? She only got medicine for maybe 7 weeks at the most of being inside of me. And then 6 months when she was born. And she's HIV negative. Ain't that amazing? For her mother to be HIV positive, to live to live inside of a woman that's not taking no type of HIV treatment. I ain't on no treatment. Find out in the end of her pregnancy, and you still come out without HIV. People don't believe in God. Got to be some type of higher power up there. And that baby turned 17 today. 17. And I'm going to tell y'all this, and I'm going to go. Listen, I had COVID, right? I'm going to come and tell y'all my story. I had COVID one day, too. I had COVID. My kids didn't get it. And this is what my kids said about COVID. I'm so silly. My kids said, Mom, we ain't read about no COVID. I was inside of your body, and you HIV positive and I don't got it. I got strong blood. I'm like, these kids is crazy. They say they have strong blood, that they can't get COVID because they didn't get HIV. Do you see how their minds work? They said COVID ain't got nothing on HIV. We was in your womb was strong. But really, you know what they're really saying? That God is strong. God is powerful. God will protect me from anything. I don't need COVID, because that's what really this is all about, your faith and what you believe. They believe that they cannot get COVID because they was inside of me and they didn't become HIV positive. That's a belief. They believe that. But in a sense, they're not even realizing that they are really believing God. Actually. I'm going to tell them that too when I go home. But listen, y'all. So if y'all thinking about women that's HIV positive and having babies, and the baby's going to, no. If you take care of yourself, you can have healthy kids. And look at me. I took medicine in my 8th month, and my baby is still okay. So just imagine a woman that's HIV positive that finds out she's pregnant at 2 months. She got 7 months to do all she has to do to make sure that her baby is okay. That's amazing. You can still have kids. You can still have them. right? But the main thing is knowing your status. It's important to know your status, y'all. Everybody is not fortunate enough. Like Iowa, and I'm not being funny. Everybody is just not. Some people can be diagnosed with HIV at 5 months. Take all of the medicine and still, well, I haven't heard of that happening. I shouldn't say that. Well, a person cannot know that they're HIV positive until birth. So they have the baby. And the baby turned out positive just because you did not know. Just because you did not know. Listen, y'all causing yourself more pain for later, and y'all jeopardizing y'all health by not knowing y'all HIV positive, literally. Because if you find out you're HIV positive, it's medication out here that can help you live longer. But if you don't take anything, you don't know that you're positive, and it leads to you having AIDS, and you take too long, and once you get on your treatment, and then you having all these other HIV complications, it's gonna be bad. Now I don't know if that happening because I haven't heard that happening lately, but I know that it has happened. Back in the days, that's what used to happen. People waited forever to find out if they was HIV positive or not, and when they found out, they had all of these HIV and AIDS complications, and that's what killed them. So I encourage you guys to go and get tested, y'all. Listen, stop sleeping around with so many different people, y'all. Really stop sleeping who you've been sleeping with, and you know that they sleeping with everybody. You know what I mean? We have to do better with that, y'all. We have to do better with that. Some of us are gone, but listen, I got 2 ebooks I'm finna do real quick. I'm actually done with one ebook. It's called The Journey to Healing, right? It's so important to heal from anything that you're going through. And I gave my first initial thoughts to healing. And I'm gonna come back and do another book when I really, really think about it. When I really, 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 really digest that and I think about the steps to healing, because I didn't give the steps to healing. I just gave my first thought on healing because I was challenged to do an ebook in 72 hours. So I gave y'all my fresh thought to healing on what I thought. And fresh thought is always good because it comes straight off the top of your head. So that book is really going to be amazing. But I'm also about to do another book for my other channel. So I'm going to start putting these things in my descriptions. Let Him Cheat in Peace. My other YouTube channel, y'all follow that one too. It's called Unique Says, right? Listen, I'm going to do this about cheating, side chicks, cheating men, narcissism, all of that. I'm going to write a book called an ebook. Maybe actually a book, depending on how this turn out. Let Him Cheat in Peace. Yes, let Him cheat in peace. You're going to stay anyway. Why are you tripping, right? So I'm going to explain how you let somebody cheat in peace. Let him cheat in peace. Let her cheat in peace. See, now I'm glad that I said this. Let them cheat in peace. Let him cheat in peace. Let them cheat in peace. Let them. That's just so ghetto. Let them. I'm still going to put it. Who cares? I don't care. Let them cheat in peace. Let them cheat in peace mean let him, her, whoever cheat in peace. And I'm going to tell you what to do while you let them cheat in peace. Because right now, there's a lot of people that's not letting these Negroes or these women cheat in peace. You know they cheating. You arguing. You calling the phone. You trying to sex them better. You trying to buy love. It's just so much stuff going on. But when you when you dig underneath the surface of the cheating and why you accepting it, that's what I meet at. And that's what I'm going to dig into. Let them cheat in peace. Let them cheat in peace and boss up. Powerful, y'all. And I'm going to dedicate this one to my queen because she always used to like when I talked about this. Yeah, so definitely, y'all stay tuned. I got a lot of different things going on. And listen, this is the end right here, y'all. I'm done. Don't forget to love on y'all self today. Today is the first day of the rest of y'all life. Listen, me and my kids, we had so much fun today. Me and my girls, we went out. It was her birthday. We had a wonderful time together. It was absolutely amazing. Spending time with your kids is so important. It's not about money. It's not. It's not about money. It's about the value. The value of things is way more important than money. You can sit and take your kids and y'all can go across the street and buy a three pack pack of popcorn and go and watch a movie in the house, and the kids will love that because that holds value and it has substance to it of the time that y'all spent together, conversations. the encouragement, the strength, the love, the comfort, you know? It's money can't buy those type of things. So we had a wonderful time, y'all. We was into the mall, went out to eat, we talked. They got candles from Bath and Body Works. They love the candles from Bath and Body Works. I'm really not a fan, but I guess I can try to get in tune, right? They love them. Y'all enjoy y'all day. I hope this video has blessed somebody. You can still have healthy kids and be HIV positive, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all night.